Hey, what's up, you guys? It's B, here to drop some knowledge on y'all about what I've experienced and, what my life has been like since I quit my job over 16 months ago, consistently working full time. I was making about $1,000 a week, so that's $4,000 a month. My bills were easily paid and stuff like that in that situation. I quit my job due to my own personal reasons. First of all, I hate being told what to do. I hate basically spending all my time at work paying for an apartment that I'm not at, paying for a car that I'm not driving because I'm at work for 8-10 hours. And when I got in a relationship with girls here and there, I feel like I couldn't commit or give enough time to my girl at the time. And these were all and I have a kid as well. So with me having a kid, it kind of makes me want to, be free and have more time to myself. So these all played a factor in me quitting my job. Cold turkey. I only had about $20 in my pocket when I quit. And at this time I was living check to check. I was basically paying all my bills and having bad spending habits. So it wasn't like I had much savings when I decided to quit my job. I just decided to quit my job because I knew that was going to free me up. Like, the biggest thing for me was waking up in the morning and not having to be on nobody else's time but mine. That immediately started improving my sleep, my skin, and just the way I was looking and feeling as far as waking up in the mornings. I knew that it was something holding me back as far as a dark energy, and it was really the jobs that I was working. I'm not blaming the economy. I'm not blaming the work industry or the what do they call it? The workplace, the workforce. I'm not blaming that for my experiences. I'm letting people know straight up, and if you feel the same way, I quit my job because I wanted to. I didn't want to work my job. I would have kept my job if I wanted it. But the fact that a lot of us tend to do things that we don't want to do just to provide for things that we feel like we need. And for example, you have a job, you have bills. I mean, you quit your job, how are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to pay for your car? How are you going to pay for your apartment? How are you going to pay for your phone? I mean, these are the basic things that a lot of people are stuck into working a slave job for, is because they can't find out any other way to immediately replace what they've already gotten into. And to be honest with you, I agree. That's a lot of stress to focus on when you're coming from quitting a job. But what quitting your job will allow for you to do is to put your life into perspective. It will allow for you to ask yourself, what talents do you actually have? And you will have the answers to those questions. All you have to do is look down deep inside for a few minutes to a few hours. I mean, not even a few minutes sometimes. It's instantaneous. We all know what gift or what particular hobby or particular talent we're good at and we may be one of the best at. It's just, it doesn't pay the bills. So it does not behoove us to focus and put our attention on that area that does not pay the bills. So, pretty much it's one of them things where you have to make that decision of your life. Like, all right, you got to start doing things you want to do. So I had to quit my job and start doing things I wanted to do. With $20 in my pocket, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I went through financial turmoil. I had to borrow, I had to ask friends, I had to go through all type of shit, up and downs along the way. One point it was doing good, one point it was doing bad, because I was able to find avenues and services as far as that I could provide and things that I could sell for people to actually find me useful, and they was helping me pay for my bills. Some months I was overspending the money. So at the end of the day, I believe that I am very grateful that I made that decision within myself to walk out of my job, knowing that I could have used that check, because I kept selling my time and my soul for a check that I no longer wanted. And I want you guys, if you feel the same situation I feel, you know that people are going to look at you funny. Your girlfriend, your mama, your daddy, your brothers, your sisters, they're going to look at you funny and crazy. Some people are even going to go as far as to call you a bum and lazy when you decide to quit what's paying the bills and do something that's not. And that everyone has experienced this, but it's up to you as an individual to do what you need to do and put all your energy in the right place. I would never say don't go for your dreams. I would actually advise people to have a plan. If you're going to quit your job, see, I didn't have a plan because I did not care to have a plan. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that was it. That's what makes me happy. One of my biggest goals is to be happy with my everyday life and me quitting was one of the happiest days of my life. Like when you know that you can walk off the job comfortably and go in your bed, it's so relaxing. I mean, we all urge for that feeling just to get up in the morning and not have nowhere to go sometimes. And when you're working on yourself and focusing on your goals, it's a lot easier to do that due to the fact that you have more time in the day instead of 8 to 10 hours to 12 hours at a job. It makes it harder for you. Does it pay the bills? Yes. And I'm not speaking against that. I'm speaking for quitting the job. I'm speaking for people who want more freedom and they are facing challenges in their lives as far as bills, family, peer pressure, all these different things that are going to make you consider if your dream is worth it or if your actual talent, gift, and skill is worth you pursuing full time. And I'm here to tell you, yes, it is. It's actually worth pursuing full time because you only got one life. If you passed away tomorrow or the day after, you would want someone to know that you were going for everything. You stood on everything you said. Your life was fulfilled. You were living it to the fullest. And you want people to realize that you are not just some flunky or some robot or anyone who can just be confused or basically occupied with bill money is what I call it. We're chasing generational wealth and I'm chasing generational wealth and I'm chasing high value. I'm becoming a high value man. So with me becoming high value, I need to offer high value services and do high value things to improve my image. And me working a 9-to-5 job that was not paying me over $150K a year or more was not working. And I'm into the business of making millions, if not billions per year, which it is billions that I'm interested in making per year. There's going to be tons of people who are here to knock down your goals, and even along your process, they're going to tell you just get a job, and you have to block out the noise. Just block out the noise. Quit your job with the faith in God. I had faith in God. I had faith in myself that no matter what happened to me, I told myself I would do what I want to do. Like fitness is one of my avenues that I, advertise in one of the services I offer. My YouTube channel. I told myself that I was going to focus on this instead of focusing on that. And I knew that this wasn't going to pay as soon as I started, but I knew it was going to pay in the long run. And that's the difference, for me. I wanted something that I can hold on to and keep forever and pass down to my children. And it allowed me to basically step into a new energy field of myself. And I'm more confident as far as doing my own things and making sure I'm putting out content for people and it's valuable. I want this to be valuable to you guys. Like, I wouldn't recommend everybody do it out of plan. If you have support, hurry up immediately and quit and give full effort to your main goal while you have that support. When you don't have much support, it's going to be way harder for you to just quit a job while you have bills. It's still possible. I'm just explaining to you guys. It's harder, and I went through the hardest part. I have no support. I don't have any huge support system. Like I said, I have family, friends, and stuff like that from here and there, but majority it has to come from with me. I have to suffer the consequences of any action that I make. So I did that with the faith, knowing that one day I will be able to live the life I want because I am now doing the things that's necessary on a daily basis to achieve those goals. So it was really a part of me breaking away from what I've been programmed to do and doing what I wanted to do so I can live the life I want to live. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against the job, but I personally don't want one. I want to give value to people in amazing ways as far as talking to people and lifting people up, as far as showing people how my fitness routines and what fitness routines can benefit them. I'm all about benefiting one person or another in general. So, this was a great way for me to launch into it because I'm here to benefit millions of people. And this is just a quick speech for you guys who are feeling that urge to just walk out of your job, and I would say fulfill it. You're hearing it from me yourself. Fulfill it. There's going to be obstacles. You have bills. You have certain things. And if you know this and you really want to be a step ahead, I would say even finish working your job until you get enough money to cover your bills for at least 2 to 3 to 6 months, and then quit it. Maybe then you have much more relaxation room, way more than I did. I quit my job and bills were coming up. So it wasn't like I had relaxation room. I put myself in a hard position so I would be able to express and explain to others how it is and how to do it. So it was really one of those things that I feel like you guys could benefit from in this video, just by understanding that it wasn't an easy process, but it was definitely something I felt like I needed to do. And this is why I'm sharing this with you guys. It's all about what you feel like you need to do and what you want to do with your life and the kind of life you actually want to live. You're not going to get that life by postponing it. Sometimes you have to just step out there, you know? So, you know, if you guys found this video helpful and you want me to drop more on this topic, write that down in the comments below. But I just want to share with you guys this quick, you know, story about my life and what I did, you know, and it really did help me as far as figuring out exactly what talents I have and what I'm going to execute in. So if this video helps you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys. Peace.